Hey friends, Eric Zanatelli here, your hometown mortgage expert. And today I'm with my amazing friend Christina over in Tulsa. And Christina, tell me a little bit about yourself and your background and how long have you been a realtor?
I've actually been a realtor for only about a year and a half now. I started off as an admin, did that for about 6 months, kind of learned the ins and outs of it, and then decided to get my license. So going on 2 years now.
What area do you predominantly work in? Where most of your clients at, or where do you like to work?
I generally try to stay within Tulsa County. There has been times, and I'm sure will be more, where I venture out a little bit further, just depending on the situation.
Okay, cool. What type of home buying client is your favorite to work with and why?
I would have to say probably first-time home buyers. I do like working with them just because this is something that they've been working up to for probably and oftentimes a great deal of time. And so when they finally do get to make that happen, it's kind of a exciting moment for them. And I'm able to be a part of that.
Awesome. That's cool. I love working with first time home buyers as well. If somebody's watching this and they decide, hey, maybe today's the day we should buy a house, and somebody called you with that information, what's the first piece of advice you would give somebody calling you just starting to explore the thought process of buying a house?
I would say find an agent that you feel like you can trust, that you can connect with. And tied with that, get in touch with a good lender that's going to set you up on a program that you can kind of figure out your game plan and see what time frame that looks like for you, be it 6 months, a year. Just try to get your credit and things up to par where it needs to be.
All right, that sounds great. And if somebody else was watching this and they have a home and they realize, man, we have a bunch of equity in our home, we've owned it for the last 4 or 5 years, and house prices have really gone up, we think we might want to list our house today. What kind of advice would you give somebody who called you and asked you about listing their property?
Well, I guess kind of along the same lines, get yourself prepared, really. Find, again, an agent that you feel like you can trust. And number two on that would probably be get your house ready. Start doing your make readies. I mean, if there's things that you think might turn a buyer off, put yourself in their place. If you're missing doorknobs, put those on. If you have a room that's painted black and you feel like it, maybe it's not going to look great to a buyer, go ahead and paint that, because you're going to need to do that in the future. So just set yourself up for success, really.
Awesome. And if somebody wanted you to come over and look at their house, you could give them advice after walking through it on some things to start doing, correct?
Sure, absolutely. I think the biggest thing for people is declutter. People want to be able to envision themselves in that house. And if it's full of all of someone else's boxes and clutter and stuff, they're not going to be able to do that. So start there. That's probably a great place to start.
That sounds like great advice. Tell me about the real estate market in Tulsa. How's things going in Tulsa County? Are there plenty of houses to buy? Is inventory short? What's going on?
Well, the market, it's springtime, so that's always a great market. I think there are more buyers than there are houses right now, I feel like. So you might have to potentially bid a little bit higher than the asking price. That's something I've ran into a little bit lately.
And would it be when it's a seller's market, when there's fewer houses for sale than there are buyers, it's even more important for a person to go out there and make sure they have a lender and have their loan or their financing or their cash ready to go before they ever make an offer? Is that true?
Absolutely. I feel like if they're smart, they're talking to you. Yeah, set up a game plan, get all that set up so what your preferred price point is going to be, where a comfortable space is for you to even start looking at, so that you don't get your hopes up too high and then get let down later.
Exactly. That's great news. Last but not least, Christina, somebody's watching this interview, they think, hey, I want to reach out and get a hold of her. I think she could help me. How can somebody get a hold of you if they're looking to need a great realtor?
Well, they can always email me at ctessier@homesmartok.com. They can reach out on Facebook at Realtor Christina Tessier / HomeSmart Stellar Realty. My phone number, also good option, the 918-949-8880.
All right. Well, Christina, thank you so much for the time today. It's been awesome talking to you, and I look forward to talking to you again in the future. I hope you have a great day, my friend.
You as well. Thank you so much.